with the net is with the hooker. Now that was level 1. You don't want to see level 5 or level 10. Subscribe. Afternoon folks, and welcome to the Happy Hooker YouTube channel. This afternoon, I'm goosed. I've come out of Pwllheli. I was in Aberystwyth yesterday. The nearest half decent weather is Pwllheli. I'm not sure if I'm going to get out to the reef and try and catch the bream out there. Looks like it's going to lump up a bit the further out you go. But we can certainly go along the shore, up to Cillian Head, fish round that, come back, and there is a bream mark on the inside, so I might go and have a go at that. In fact, there's no might, I probably will do, yeah, I will be having a go at that. Let's get out to Cillian Head, see if we can catch some bass. Apparently, someone's just been telling me, the mackerel were all running up the beach here yesterday, so do I stop and have a go for the mackerel, or do I just go up to Cillian Head? Just get up to Cillian Head, there'll be mackerel and stuff up there. I need a few for bait, don't I? I'll let you know when we're getting somewhere. See you in a bit. What a difference a day makes, eh? At least today I'm not going into a live firing range, am I? Flat as a witch is proverbial. That's here. But I know the wind's blowing off land, and it is now 1 o'clock, and by 4 o'clock it's going to be not the nicest out there, so I'm reluctant to go out there today. I think, without a shadow of a doubt, there is a bream mark in here, and I'm sure that we can catch bream on it. Like I said, I'm going to go to Cillian Head, see if I can get some birdies on the lure rods, because I've not done any lure rod fishing for a little bit, so I mean at this speed it's not going to take long. I am cruising at 32 mile an hour. Easy as that. Let's get out there, let's get it done. Right guys, here I am, round at Cillian Head. I've got the wrong feathers on, but hey ho, they're the same ones I had on yesterday. I need 3 or 4 mackerel for fishing for the bream after. So, here goes. We're on a bit of rough ground. We usually pick some mackerel up here. I'm not going to guarantee it because knowing my luck, there'll be sod all here. It's about high tide now. Oh, bang. There you go. Oh. Fish on. I don't know what it is. Feels like a mackerel-doodle-doo. Look at that. Instant mackerel-doodle-doos. 2 of. Need another couple now. Anyone would think I'd set that up, wouldn't they? There's one. And there's another one. Let's see if we can do that again, eh? We'll take that tangle out first. I mean, like I said, they are big mackerel them. I've got the wrong feathers on. I've got the pollock killers on, and they don't, as a rule, well, the bigger ones do, the bigger ones smash it, but normally the smaller mackerel here. Can't be that lucky, can I? Well, you know what, another 2 or 3 of them, and that'll do me for today. There's no point killing more than you need. No point whatsoever. That just made my day, that. Instant fish. Ping! Come on. There's got to be more than just them bloody 2, haven't there? I must have hit them on head up way down with weights. Right, well, the mackerel, I must have just hit them on the head on the way past. I'm going to leave the feathers boinging over back at boat there. I'm going to flick about. This is one of them Renaissance lures, one of them little wiggly waggly ones. So I'm going to flick it as far as I can to them rocks and give it a go. See if we can get some on it. Now I bought a load of these and I've not been able to catch a fish on them yet. No, not close enough. I need to be closer in. Let me just bring that back. I need to be a bit closer in. Thought I were closer, but I'm not. I'll tell you what, it's going to be nice if I get a big old Bertie on this, or even a big pollock. I'll tell you what, they move really, really well in water, them, and I don't understand why I can't seem to catch fish on them. I've had more luck with the waving ones, with the waving paddle tails. Caught a lot more fish on them. Like I said, I'll just move us a bit closer in to them rocks, and then I can flick and move about at will. Hopefully we'll drift along this. There's a nice bay here and a set of rocks that sticks out of the water there. Hopefully, if I get it right, this, it'll just drift us along it nice, so I'll get a load of casts at it. Right, let's turn the side on so you can see what's going on. I think that will do. That'll do nicely. I'll just give you a quick glance. Now that is what I'm casting up against, all along this edge of rock here. And hopefully we'll drift in and round so I can carry on casting about. But any sort of feature like that, if you cast against it, you should pick fish up. Let's have a go. Let's have a go. I want this as tight to them rocks as I can possibly get it. Perfect. Even hit the rock. Let it sink. Little jerk. Let it sink. Another little jerk. Just keep it moving, keep it working. Bloody hell, that sun's got up. And hopefully it'll not be long before something goes, I'm having that. Right, we're away from it now, so I'm going to let it sink properly. Oh, I felt loose, that needed tightening. Nothing. Sometimes they want it moving, sometimes they want it jerking, sometimes they want it, well, sometimes they just don't want it, do they? Perfect. Just on the edge of the white water. I'm going to just straight retrieve this one now. What depth are we in here? 35 foot. Let's sink a bit. Now ideally, you'd cast along the side of the rock and drag it back that way. Yeah, they're a lovely little, they are a lovely lure. There's a lovely moving action on them and stuff, but just don't seem to be catching fish on them for some reason. Perfect. What I'll do next is, you see where the rock comes down into the water here in front of me? I'll try and flick one across the front of that. I'll have about 10 flicks with this lure. If nothing happens, I'll switch to another one. Can be quite boring and soul destroying lure fishing, if I'm perfectly honest. Right, so let's get it across the front of that this time. Now this is how you lose a lure. I've cast it over the top of the rock, so I've got to bring it back and yeah, you get the picture. And nothing. Another cast there to that white water. Super rubbish, eh? They can move us further into the bay and try a bit closer in. I know it's shallower water in there. I know what'll happen when I think, right, I'll turn the camera off and flick it about with the camera off and just put you on when I get one will come in instantly. When I could have had it on camera for you. Right, let's move us back in there. I will bring you back in if something happens. Well, nothing as of yet. I have changed up to a conventional paddle tail. I've got, I thought I had some waving ones somewhere, some of the white ones, but I must have used them all, I must have lost them all. So, to be quite honest, I'm bored with lure fishing now. So I'm going to go back out there, see if I can get another couple of mackerel. And then, I'm going to head back to towards Pwllheli and get on the, see if we can get on the bream close in. We'll see if we can show that you don't need to go a million miles out to catch the bream, any sort of reef. That sun is proper hot. I'm not sure I've got my sun cream with me, I'm going to have a look for it. Next time you see me, I'll have a big fish on. See you in a bit. Oh, come off! I just dropped back in again then. Instant fish. I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to change my feathers down to some smaller feathers, and I change this weight because it's a bit on the heavy side for this sort of water, for this depth. We'll bring that up. Let's get that sorted. We'll get that sorted, bring you back in when I've got another. Oh, one come off. I've hit some mackerel. Well, I've hit a mackerel. There was a couple on, but one's come off, I think. Oh, I've got a couple. I have got a couple on. Three, I think I've got. Three mackerel on. And that was simply change to a smaller feather, put a lighter weight on. One's just gone off. Ouch, one stabbed my finger. I'll get that in a minute. I'll get myself in a right bloody pickle here, and that other one's just gone off. The feather has flicked round the rod and stuck in the back of my finger. Get off. There we go. Anyway, as I was saying, if you're not catching on a certain feather or a certain lure or whatever, just change it about. Don't be frightened of changing it about. Try smaller ones, try bigger ones, just keep changing until you find what they want. But that would more or less, I bet I'd only shook it up and down 2 or 3 times, that. And that's another thing with your feathers, work them. Make them work. Jerk, jerk, jerk. Don't just pull them up and down. You will catch fish just pulling them up and down, but if you work them, well, I think it makes it more attractive to the fish. And this deck's bloody hot. I need another couple now, and then I'm going to go back to where I think we'll catch bream, and I'm going to have a lazy afternoon, guys. And it's nice and close to where I'll be bringing boat back out. There seems to be one little spot where I keep picking them up. Bloody messy things, mackerel, out there. I think I'm going to have to put my shoes back on. The deck's that hot. I did find some sun cream, but my neck is feeling it. Might have to wear, I might have to put my t-shirt on like a sun hat. But bottom of my back instead. We're on all vents again. I think it's only one this. Let it hang a minute. 2, 3, 4. I can see how grabbing feathers up way up. Right, we want at least 2 of these now. There's one. And then we can go back, we can go and do some bream fishing then. 1. Come here, one's just pinged off and I want the bigger one of the 2, so... Oh no! I don't really want that little one, we'll let that go. But that is normally the size that you get here. Get off. That's normally the size of mackerel that you get here, that. Let's see if they're still there. Bloody hell. One more! Now, if I'd have been live baiting, that one I've just let go would have been perfect size. But I'm not, I'm chopping them up for chum and the rest of it, so I want some a slightly bit bigger. I'm sure I'll pick another one up in a minute, and if not, I'm managing with 4, aren't I? I mean, there was probably no reason on this earth for me to come this far over. I could have probably got these next to the buoy where I'm going to be fishing. Oh, there's all little lumps and bumps on the bottom. I can feel the different depths. You know what, guys? I've just got over to the mark I want to fish, but I'm stupid tired. All I want to do is go to sleep. It's roasting hot. The dogs are panting their heads off. I don't think it's going to be good for them keeping them out on this boat. That's my excuse anyway, and I'm sticking to it. So I'm going to bugger off. I'm going to go in and get some rest, decide where I want to go tomorrow, maybe make my way halfway there, and look after myself, because I am feeling very, 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 very exhausted. I could do with a day off. It's an hard life, innit, having to go fishing every day. But it is only for the rest of this week, and then that's it, tour's finished. It has been a long 6 weeks. I am absolutely goosed with it, but what a load of fun I've had. Anyway, that's the end of today's trip. I'm sorry, I can't be bothered fishing anymore today. I've had enough. If you do like the things that I do, please do press the like button, the subscribe button, the notification bell, and leave loads of comments. Don't forget, guys, Saturday I am going to be fishing Fleetwood Beach, Fleetwood Marine Beach, so if you do want to come and join me, please do. It'd be nice. The more the merrier. Let's get a load of us on there. And until next time, ta-da for now. Subscribe.